Happy Monday, everyone. It's going to be another sunny day today. Highs in the 80s. It's going to be warm out there for sure. However, colder air arrives tonight, and boy, is that going to change things quite a bit as we head into this week. Let's get you caught up on the tropics. Hurricane Milton still expected to become a strong Category 3 or 4, strengthening today and tomorrow before making landfall Wednesday, potentially in the Tampa area. Tampa is under mandatory evacuations, by the way. As we take you out a little further in the tropics, we got Hurricane Leslie. Leslie will be pulling away from the United States, which is good news. In fact, most of those spaghetti models kind of showing that. And we've got Hurricane Kirk, by the way, which is halfway between the United States and Europe. Believe it or not, that's kicking up some extra high winds or high swells for some of us across the coast. As we take a look, here we go. Today, how about some sunshine, the 80s? It's going to be similar to yesterday. It'll be warm out there. Cold front comes through this afternoon. It's a dry front. I doubt most of you will even notice it's come through, to be very honest. But as we go into the overnight, temperatures will steadily decrease. And by tomorrow morning, it will be very brisk, very fall-like. Tomorrow afternoon, we're back to mostly sunny skies, but temperatures in the 70s for daytime highs tomorrow. Wednesday morning will be even colder. Wednesday afternoon will be nice as well. We're going to stay in the 70s tomorrow, right on through the weekend for daytime highs. But those overnight lows will progressively be getting colder through the first part of the weekend. Here we go. Let's take a look. By Thursday, Milton has crossed over Florida and will be back out in the Atlantic Ocean. So again, we stay dry and untouched by that system all across our area. Friday is still dry. Very cold Friday morning, by the way. But look at that. Saturday, Sunday, we stay dry at least through the end of the weekend, if not longer. So great news, especially for Western North Carolina, which needs a lot of time to dry out. Hey, temperatures today, low to mid 80s. That is above normal. Tomorrow, it'll be a brisk start to the day. Upper 50s, right around 60. Here we come fall. But as we go into Wednesday morning and Thursday morning, look at that. We are colder. By Friday and Saturday morning, we're in the 40s across the upstate. We're going to be in the 40s across the mountains with it feels like in the 30s for some heading toward the end of this week. Okay, good morning, everyone. It's time for today's Parella's Pals. Do you remember that self-portrait that Vincent van Gogh did of himself? Well, our Casey Tran did it better. I mean, look at this. Rudolph Gordon School, 4th grade. Are you kidding me? Just the beard alone is impressive. And I have to say, I love the eyebrows. Casey, so well done. This is honestly very realistic and extremely well done. Thank you so much for taking the time to send this in to us. Hey, if you at home happen to know a talented kid, you want to show them off, we've got a venue for you to do that. Just go to our website, scroll down the menu page to Parella's Pals, and we will do our best to show it off on Monday through Friday around 6:25 each morning. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Let's go ahead and get you caught up with the latest with Hurricane Milton. Now, this morning, when I came in, 2 o'clock this morning, Milton was still a Category 2. It is now a rare Category 5. This has gone up 3 categories in just 10 hours. That is how warm these Gulf of Mexico waters are right now. It is expected to kind of be downgraded a bit, but still going to be a major hurricane by the time it makes landfall. Likely on Wednesday, still looking like the Tampa Bay area. If it does make landfall around Tampa Bay, this would be the first hurricane landfall there since the 1920s. So an extremely rare area for landfall. It will continue across Florida and then move away from the United States. I'll show you more about that in a minute, but we are not going to be impacted by that across Western North Carolina, Northeast Georgia, or the upstate. A little further out in the Atlantic, we got Hurricane Leslie. This one's going to be pulled away from the United States as well by some pretty strong steering winds, just as Hurricane Kirk was. In fact, pretty much all of our weather models in agreement to that. Back to the here and now. It's pretty warm out there. Temperatures in the low and mid 80s, but a cold front coming through this afternoon. Very little fanfare. It is a dry front. You're not going to feel it this afternoon. You're probably not going to see any evidence that it's even going through the area. But as we wake up tomorrow morning, well, it's going to be a bit more brisk. You'll notice, hey, it feels a little bit more fall-like. And as we go into tomorrow afternoon, daytime highs, instead of being in the mid 80s, will top out in the mid 70s. So it will feel much more pleasant as we go into tomorrow afternoon. Wednesday morning, it's going to be colder Thursday and Friday morning. You'll want to grab that coat out of the back of the closet and maybe even layer up before you head out the door. Layer the kids up that are back out at the bus stop as we go into the mid and latter part of this week. By the way, here is Thursday. Thursday morning is going to be dry. It's going to be cold in our area. But notice by Thursday, this is Milton. Milton will have crossed over Florida, end up back out in the Atlantic Ocean, and then push away from us. All the while, we've been dry. We will stay dry at least through this weekend and likely into next week too. I'm seeing signs that next week will not just be dry, but possibly even colder. So say goodbye to the 80s. This is the last day it will be around for a while. Many of us will not need air conditioning after today for a very long time. This will be the week where we get reacquainted with the heater. That's right. And for those that still don't have power, please, if you have friends or loved ones, make sure they have extra blankets and extra attire because it is going to be chilly. We're talking about the 40s in the upstate by the end of the week for overnight lows, upper 30s and low 40s for western North Carolina.